Hello, Gemini. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, Probably 3 Tarot Should review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Huh. Ah. That's I was feeling it, Gemini. I'm like, I completely understand that. It's definitely explainable. I understand that. It's going to be a process, though. It's going to be a process. There you are. Yeah. Whew. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the masks and the faces we wear. It's like everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. No, everything's not fine. Goodness, Gemini. Okay, so back to you. What you're showing me, there definitely is some sort of huge emotional disruption. You're showing me an emotional process here. I kind of feel like what you're saying is, how do I say this? Moving like the wind, except moving like the ocean. It's kind of like saying if you're sitting at the beach and you're focusing on one wave, it's going one direction, and you're like, I don't like where that direction's going, and you focus on another wave. Those waves are connected. Just because you focus on something else doesn't mean that other waves not happening or taking place. Emotionally speaking, that's what you're kind of showing me. You're saying, I don't like that, so I'm going to focus on that, and they're connected. So you're going to feel both of those simultaneously, and you're going to wonder, if I'm focusing on that, why am I still feeling that? Because you haven't accepted that. You decided, I'm going to refuse that. I'm going to choose to ignore that and focus on this. There's a resistance there. There's a resistance to what is. It's the equivalent of someone saying, I don't like pain. And then they end up trying to psychologically run from their own pain. And then all of a sudden they realize their pain's getting worse. And it's because they're trying to run from a piece or a part of themselves that they haven't fully accepted, acknowledged, or sat with. You're showing me, I just want to move forward. But you're also showing me this energy of kind of moving forward and kind of bypassing your own emotions. They're coming back around full circle, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's the ocean. It's the waves here. You're feeling emotional waves kind of wash over you. And you're beginning to question, like, am I actually on the right path for myself, or am I not? Do I need to kind of change course? This sounds oddly familiar to Leo, as well as Libra. A lot of people are considering their life paths right now. Is it truly what their calling is? Is it their mission, or is it not? Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing, or are they kind of just doing something that they thought they should be doing? It's definitely life lessons, course corrections. Even though I do see that you are confidently making plans for your future and kind of constructing how to map this out for yourself, initially it feels like moving forward is kind of getting you through this, staying focused on the positive or the bright side of life, pursuing the sun. more Leo energy. You're saying, I just don't know. I just don't know. And so once again, there's this questioning of those emotions and feelings as, excuse me, coffee, as things are beginning to kind of ramp up for you. There's the sun. By the way, your energy was in the Leo energy. So if you have Leo in your chart or placements, I recommend you watch that video as well. This is flipped. This is flipped. It's almost like mirrored energy. Things will clear up, Gemini. Things will clear up. There you go. It always does. Be still. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's it. Yeah. You know. Close to home. I get it. I get it. Close to home. I get it. You might be wondering how is this possible? There's the will. Life works in mysterious ways. Yeah, there's healing taking place, Gemini. There's healing taking place. Well, you could say this is, the cleansing, the purging, Ooh. Things are supposed to be heated up and brought to the surface to be released and healed. I get it. Yeah. When the sun shows up, that's when you realize everything. But that's also kind of like after the, if you will, that's kind of like after the storm. After the waves have calmed down, after the waters have smoothed out, that's when you see the actual damage that they've done. Even though it's not damage, it is perceived as damage because nature. It's going to do what it's going to do. You're showing me that there's like this intuitive feeling within you that it's almost kind of like you're having a moment here where it's almost kind of like you feel like you're internally glitching with yourself, and it's just kind of like zzz, and it's like, what is going on? Because you're having this kind of like, oh fuck moment with yourself. And that's kind of like where you energetically safeguard yourself in the reading. Like I said, it doesn't make sense. You're questioning like, how the hell? Life, Gemini, life. But I do see that financially speaking, you are pretty determined to kind of keep pushing forward, and try to make the best of the situation. You're reserving your energy, but you're saying, I'm also very determined to keep moving forward. And this is geez, this is where your mind kind of goes into, how do I say this? Entertaining thoughts and ideas, entertaining emotions, entertaining situations and circumstances. Whatever this connection is from the past that you do have a history with, once again, there's that internal conflict as kind of like, well, I don't know when is going to happen or take place. So once again, it's like, geez, you're having the realization of, maybe I just need to focus on taking care of anything and everything I possibly can for my own sake of, mental stability and my own sense of clarity for myself. It's about staying sharp. It's about staying very clear with yourself and understanding, what you're going through, why you're going through it, as well as kind of like putting yourself back on track. And I feel like that's what you're doing because you do show up very clear here. So Gemini, sharp communication. Of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a fire sign, an air sign, an earth sign, or a water sign. Goodbye.